Hello, cherries, and welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 83. And today I'm going to show you an easy way to memorize the fretboard all over the neck. And it's important to know where the notes are and quickly be able to get to them. Part of playing fluidly and effortlessly is being able to hear what you want to hear and then play it instantaneously. So that's why it's good to kind of know where all the notes are, and it's very helpful. So thanks for joining me today. And once again, I'll always put the timelines and I'll put the descriptions in the description. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hello, Kelly's in the chat. Good afternoon, Kelly. Give you a round of applause for hanging out with me. Like I was trying to say a second ago, I'll put the start of the lesson in the description in a, what do you call it? A timestamp. That's what it is. I couldn't get the word timestamp out. So I just want to say hello to my friend Kelly here, who is kind enough to join me. What you drinking there, Kel? Do you have your morning brew yet? Are you on cup number 2 or 3? Cheers, y'all. Got my Jerry mug. My coffee from earlier today, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock this morning. So, all caffeinated out, ready to rock. Let me know if you can hear my guitar out there. Hit the like button if you can hear my guitar. Iced coffee now. Wow. Okay. Sounds fantastic. All right. So what I'm going to do is show you the easiest way to memorize the neck, basically. And so I could name all these notes without even looking at them, really. E, F, G, A, B, C, A, G, F, E, E flat, D, B. Hello, Tom. Good to see you. Give you a round of applause. Because I've been playing a long time. Basically know where it's an E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A flat or G sharp, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. David Belcher, good morning. Jerry, Kelly, Tom, good to see you. Give you a round of applause. All right, so it's really important just to know the notes of the fretboard. D, E, F, G, B, C, C sharp, A flat, E flat, A, B, C, A sharp, B flat, F sharp, G flat, E, open E. Now, I'm not trying to show off or anything, but it's really easy because I've been playing a long time, and basically I know where I was, and I know the patterns in the roads and in the direction of the intervals and of the fretboard, you know. And there's an easy way that you could learn how to do that as well. So we're gonna get to that in 1 second. Just want to say hello. Hopefully everyone's doing fine. I know it's a July 4th weekend. Just want to wish you a happy 4th of July weekend. Tomorrow's the 4th, so be careful out there with all those fireworks. I know that right by Prospect Park where I am, it's like a war zone out there on 4th of July. I went in there once a couple years ago, and it was like run for cover, basically. So keep your eyes open and be careful with those fireworks. So, all right, let's get to the beginning of this, and I'll switch over here to my other camera so you can get a clearer look right here. And basically, what we're going to do to start memorizing all the notes on your fretboard, it's really, really easy. We're going to start with just the 2 strings. the low strings. Your sixth string, which is your E, and your fifth string, which is your A. And the top string, your E, is the same as the slow string. It's just an octave higher, 2 octaves higher. Here's an E, here's an E, and here's an E. Okay? So yeah, we're just going to focus on those 3 strings. So, and we're only going to play the natural notes. No flats, no sharps. So on the piano, all the natural notes are basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's only 6 of, or no, 7. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then it starts all over again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G. So you never have to, if anyone ever says, give me an H, then you know they're crazy. I'm sure there's an H somewhere here on the fretboard. So just having some fun with you guys here on Sunday. 4th of July weekend. So open E. The next fret, the first fret, is an F. The 3rd fret is a G. 5th fret is an A. So if you just notice the fret markers, like most guitars have these, and they're really good representation of where these natural notes are. Where this first dot is, that's a G. The second dot is an A. The 3rd dot is a B. 4th dot there is C sharp. And then here's your octave. The 2 dots right here represent the start of the guitar neck all over again, which is an E. So basically everything from here up to here is the same thing as here all the way up here, only it's just higher in pitch. Hear that? Same thing. Sounds like the end of an AC/DC song, doesn't it? Right? Crazy. Okay. So, all right. So back here to the A. The next note is a B. Then the next note is a C. And notice how between B and C there's only a half step. Whereas all the other notes, from F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step. Now a half step is only 1 fret away. A whole step is 2 frets away. So from the E to the F is a half step. Now there's only 2 half steps, and that's between the E and the F and the B and the C. And that's because if you look at a piano, when there's a black key, if you're playing all the white keys, and that's basically what we're doing, we're playing all the white keys, there's no black key between the F and the G. That means there's a whole step. No, I'm sorry. There is a black key between the F and the G. And that would be like it would be like a flat or a sharp. Incidental. Is that what they call it? Incidental. And, or actually, it's an accidental. I accidentally messed up and said incidental. So you have the F, the G. G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step. Now B to C is a half step, because there is no black key between the B and the C, so it's just a half step. And then D to E, a whole step. C to E is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. So hopefully you're enjoying that. If you are, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And so basically we just covered the whole E string right there. So do you have any questions about any of this stuff? Are we all good? I'll give you a round of applause for hanging in there with me. So it's real simple. So now you just know it's E, open E, E to F, and that's everywhere on the fretboard. If I have an E here, half step away is an F. If I have an E here, half steps away is an F. F, half step away. Or same thing with B. If I have a B, B to C. Or a B, open B to a C. Or a B here to a C. Or an E to an F. So there's only 2 half step notes, and that's E to F and B to C. Everything else is a whole step away. G to A to B, B to C, C to D, to D. So it's the same thing on the high E. We just did the low E. And same thing on the high E. E, F, G, A, B, half step to C, D, E. All right. You guys following me okay? You all right out there? So, all right. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And let's see. I'll come back here real quick so I can see you. If you are enjoying this, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I like groovy stuff. And I appreciate that. So let's see. So that was the E string. Now say, for instance, somebody wants to know, like, okay, what about sharps or flats? Then all you would do is you know where the A string, you know where the A notes are, right? Here's your A. You just go to A flat. You go down a half step. That's A flat. Someone says, okay, what about a D sharp? Well, here's the D. Sharp means you just go up a half step. No, D sharp. If someone says, okay, A sharp, well, you know where A is. A sharp. I mean, that's the way I do it. 100 years later, after playing guitar, I still do it that way. I look for the natural note and I just quickly find it. You know, if I was right over here and my B flat, I would look at this marker right here. I know the names of the strings: E, A, D, G, B, E. And it's the same thing here: E, A, D, G, B, E. So if I want to find a B flat up here, I just quickly look. Here's the B. Here's a B flat. Or I know that's a B. And I go there, B flat. So it's not like I'm just focusing on down here and I go right to B flat, which it is instantaneously, hopefully. But that's my marker. That's my guideline right there. It's almost like if a football player was to kick an extra point or field goal, these would be the uprights right here. The A and the B. And I got to get it right through the middle, right? I don't want to doink it. I don't want to doink it on both sides. So I'm going to go, I'm going to kick the extra point to win the Super Bowl, or the field goal to win the Super Bowl. And that's what it's all about. Try and hit the right note. And there are many times where you're playing a gig and it's like, okay, here's it. Like there's a song, I won't play it because I don't want to get a copyright infringement or copyright claim. And so there's a riff where it's a C sharp or a D flat. And I got to slide up to this D sharp. I mean, it's D flat right here. It's D flat. And I got to go. And if I mess up, it's just way off. So it's like, I have to actually look at it. If I'm playing, I know that it's coming up. I have to get an idea. Actually, it's not even that low note. It's a higher octave. And it's on the bass. So it's really us up here. So I have to make sure that I don't kind of undershoot it or overshoot it. I got to get right to it. How do I do that? Well, while I'm playing this riff, I kind of glance over to see, like, okay, I know that there's a slide coming up. So I recognize where my D is right here. And I hope and pray that when it comes time to hit it, I could see it fast enough that I could land right on it. Thank you so much, David Belcher. That's so cool of you. Excuse me. With a super chat, I'll give you a round of applause. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Thank you very, very, very much. I need some aqua real quick. I think I have some peanut butter stuck in my throat. Living on peanut butter and jelly. Who else out there loves PB&J? Come on. Strawberry jelly. Jiffy peanut butter. I'm not talking Skippy, any of that cheap stuff. I'm talking Jiffy. Jif. Not Jiffy, like Jiffy Lube. Jif. That's the best peanut butter. To me. Even though it's full of sugar. Alright. So, that's how you memorize the flats and sharps. Now, going up to the, let's see. Oh, you know what? One thing I want to talk about real quick, while I have you. Strawberry jelly is the best. Strawberry jelly forever. Uh-oh. Copyright claim. I want to mention that I do have a course, a guitar course that I'm just releasing, and you could see I put a link at the top of my description if you want to check it out. And there's something in there that I talk about that no one really talks about too often, and that's octaves. And it really goes hand in hand with what I'm showing you today, because octaves are so important to understand. When I first started playing, I had no idea what octaves were, and it was very hard for me to really internalize them. But I realized that they're super important, and no one really talks about them enough until now. So I think when I was first starting, and many people who are just starting don't understand lots of aspects of music, but especially the octaves. Like if I heard this note, I might go, and I couldn't really differentiate between this octave and this octave, or this octave and this octave. You know, I may try to represent this note, or try to duplicate this note, and I might sing that note. When it's really... So it's really, I know it sounds simple, but it's really important, especially when you're playing chords. Is to hear the octaves in there, because they're all the same note. G, 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 F. So one way that you could really quickly internalize these octaves, there's a song that goes with every interval, and with the octave, it's somewhere over the rainbow. So whenever you want to know what the same note is, an octave higher, just think of that. Somewhere over the rainbow. Same thing up the octave up here. Oops. So, very important to understand the octaves. And in my course, I go through all of that as far as internalizing octaves and ways that you could internalize them, different practicing methods for that, and it's very helpful, so check that out. And also in the course, it's like 3 different guitar lessons built in one. You have fretboard memorization like this, where I go deeper into the octaves. There's the circle of fifths, where you could create all kinds of chord progressions, which basically there's not a song that you've heard that isn't applied with the circle of fifths somehow. So there's so many tricks to coming up with interesting chord progressions, or uninteresting chord progressions in there. Depends on what you want. And also blues. I ended up with some blues tips, and because playing the blues is so important to really establish your soul and your feel. It's like that's where all the soul and feel comes from playing the blues. Like, you can memorize all the notes, you can come up with interesting chord progressions. kinds of crazies. But if you can't play it with some kind of soul or feel, then it's nothing. So in this course, I go through all the essentials that I feel are just the most important thing for an intermediate player or a beginner. So check that out in the description, and hopefully you enjoy that. So hopefully you guys are doing all right. Kelly is thinking about jelly. Kelly jelly? Let's see. So what's next here? Thank you guys for hanging out with me on July 3rd. It's a beautiful day out here in Brooklyn, New York, Prospect Park. And what are your plans for the weekend? I know the weekend's already coming to an end, but actually it's not. I think you have a couple more days. When's the official back to work day? Is it on Tuesday the 5th? They don't give you a day anymore after 4th of July to recover? Kind of like Thanksgiving, you get that Friday. No, probably not. So now Kelly wants PB&J sandwich. I don't blame you. Me too. Teaching a class at 3 o'clock? Well, why don't you come see me when you got no class? I'm sorry. I always wanted to use that joke. That was from a Rodney Dangerfield movie. I finally got to use that. So, all right. So let's just quickly move to the A string. And put on this camera right here. Good one, huh, Cal? So the A string, same thing. A, B, half step to the C. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step. I'm just going up the alphabet. It's not rocket science or anything here. D, E, E to F, once again, E to F, half step. F to G, G to A. And the same thing applies. If someone said, hey, play D flat, I look for the D, and I go down, D flat. A flat. Well, here's the A flat. B flat. Well, here's the B flat. You don't want to B flat when you're singing, though. D sharp. F sharp. So it's the same rules apply from the E string. So now you know the E string, the A string, and you already know the little E string because it's the same as the low one. So you take the same thing and just apply it to the D string, the G string, and the B string. Learn all the natural notes: D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. On the G string, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. On the B string, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then just play it up, do the whole thing on your second guitar, which is up here. F, G, A, B, C. I don't have a D up here because I only have, it's a 21 fret guitar. Most guitars like my Strat have 22. So the highest note would be a D, which would be up here. My highest note is a C sharp. But I could bend up to one. It's an open D. Same thing with the A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Those are all natural notes No flats, no sharps. Enharmonic is what it's called when it's the same thing. Like if you have an A flat, it's right here, or a G sharp, take the A and go flat, that's an A flat, or a G, go sharp, it's a G sharp. Well, it's the same note. So why is that? Is it a G sharp or is it an A flat? Well, it's both. It's the same thing. It's called an enharmonic. Or they call it accidentals, incidentals. I think it's accidentals. I think I was actually right the first time. But it's just the same notes there. And the reason they have that is because it's part of a scale. Like if it's the E major scale, you have E, F sharp, G sharp. Well, it's not. You're not going to call it an A flat because you want to go up the letters. You don't want to skip a letter. So you have E, F, G. But it's G sharp, and it would be A flat if you're in the key of A flat. First of all, you need A flat. Then your first note would be A flat. Or, if you're in the key of, if you're in the key of D flat, here's an A flat right here. D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. It's not a G sharp. Okay. So hopefully that clears that up. And so let's see. So any questions about this stuff? And one thing I want to know is, how do you visualize or internalize the fretboard? Really interested to know, because I just told you the way I do it, where I look at the natural notes and I go up or down. But maybe there's another trick or another way. So let me know in the comments section, how do you memorize the fretboard? I would love to know. So please let me know. And so we'll wrap this up today. Just want to let you know that I go live here every week, every Sunday at 1 o'clock, as you know. And so if you have any ideas of any kind of topics or any kind of lessons or anything you want, let me know. One thing I was going to do today is I was going to break out 2 distortion pedals. Let me put this on here so you can see me. I was going to break out 2 distortion pedals and go over gain stages, which is something I'm interested in doing, where it's like, just comparing the 2 distortions. I have the blues driver and the my little hot tone blues pedal, and just starting with very clean and starting to adjust it, so that you could get a really good distortion sound through any amplifier, any clean amp, because you don't have to just crank all the knobs up and crank the gain up. You can find that sweet spot in every pedal to at least get a halfway decent distorted guitar sound. So that's a great idea that Tom gave me. So any other great ideas, please let me know for next week, next Sunday. And, because every Sunday, this is what we do for at least a half an hour, right? We brew some coffee, we play. And so thank you guys for hanging out. Also, I go live on Facebook every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time at Facebook / what's the name of the channel? It is Jerry Cherry Band, I think. Yeah, Facebook / Jerry Cherry Band. Have a good 4th, all. Thank you, Tom. Have a good 4th, too. Stay safe. Watch those firecrackers. Don't let them explode in your hand like I did when I was a kid. It hurts. So, thank you, guys. And let's see. Remember, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And I almost forgot. My friend Kelly here in the chat does a great live stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays on her Facebook channel, which is Kelly's Music Corner, and where she tells bedtime stories and lullabies, and she sings a few songs. And it's really, really awesome. Definitely check that out. Kelly's Music Corner, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. I'm always there, especially on Tuesdays. A little bit harder on Thursdays because I do my live right after that. And so take care, David Belcher. Happy 4th. to everybody. And very, very cool. Be cool, be kind, be cherry. And I'm going to leave a video right up there if you want to know more about fretboard memorization. So, love you guys, and see you next week. Ciao, y'all.